So I'm back doing my hair. So where do we get started? So much going on. And today, hold on. So our first discussion is about Teyana Taylor and her reaction at the Oscars. So hold on, let's watch. I don't even know why I'm laughing already. So I feel like this would be, oops.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing.
This is Teyana Taylor.
I feel like this would be me at any party or award show. Like I'm in my own zone, doing my own thing, like not even noticing people are looking at me. I'd be like dancing. So that was, I'm guessing, at the beginning or maybe like before they started because people are getting seated. I really didn't get to watch it. And so then they have the reaction about how she treated Paul Thomas Anderson.
Tonight for casting, actor in a supporting role, adapted screenplay, film editing, directing, and best picture.
So I feel like, okay, with both of those things, like I'm the type of person that would be hyping myself up to even just be in a place like that stuffy. She's in a dress that's probably like skin tight. Like I'm just trying to have a good time, live life. Like that's what Teyana Taylor gives to me. Like she's like, I'm here having a good time, living life. And she is definitely like the hype woman. Like that is what she does. I don't see what's the problem with that. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the problem with being like how was she supposed to react there? Like, it's okay to hype people up. It looks stuffy there anyway. Like, why wouldn't you want someone to be fun and not just sitting there with some mindless monotony of like, oh, let me have some type of decorum. I don't think it's not even far off from what you see other people do. I think somebody had discussed like some other stars that were white and that they did the same thing. and no one really had a problem with that. Oh, and then um there was an issue. I don't know if this is before or after I'm get yeah, I don't know if it's yeah, I'm guessing it's like um going into the Oscars. So you're a man, but you're a handsome female. Go backstage. It's very rude. Move a little bit. Because he's putting his hands on the female. What are you doing? He literally shoved me. He wasn't even her. He was damn near shoving her. He just said us to the stage. Shove us to what? Everybody's still going to have to do. Everybody's having a good time. But you can't shove me. That's a different story. You can say no and do it. You can't shove me. That's a different story. Do not touch me. Do not shove me. Listen, I'm like, from my understanding, like I watched another video and she was saying like she had already like people were talking about essentially why why was she okay with touching the director and kind of handling the director the way she did, but then complaining that, you know, she got touched. First, this was somebody that she knew, and she let me pull that up. She had even discussed like that she had talked to him about it, that they had joked about it beforehand, so he knew it was coming. And then someone else was like, "Oh, you know, he's like an older man. The man's 55." Okay? I'm not saying that, you know, we don't know what conditions he has, whatever. But like I didn't think like she was like so hardcore that they're like almost like she tackled him or something. And I'm like, she didn't. Hold on, let me find it was good. I was like, oh my gosh, that's funny. Wait, this is actually funny too. Oh, also she stained his shirt, which now that I would have been like down because it's like all night and he has to like sit there with that. Just be careful. But hold on. Nearly getting into she gives me kind of like Whitney Houston vibes, like just like cheering on everybody. Oh wait, that did not come up.
What was it like hugging Paul when he won Best Director and Best Picture?
You know what's crazy? So remember, it kind of took it back to Critics' Choice, and I told them, I said, listen, when you get that Best Picture, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna gift you a helmet because I'm like, I'm such a sports girl, so I'm just like, yeah, So this is our little inside joke. So he already knew the headlock was coming. He knew the headlock was coming.
What was it like?
So they're also saying that she might be on drugs, which um some people are just like that hyper in life. I can't confirm or deny that, but um I don't think that she is. Hold on.
I'm usually on your side, but this was unacceptable. This right here was unacceptable. For you to hear this man was called to get an award, he won. You chased the man, you put him on a headlock. It's an older man. Teyana Taylor is a fit young woman. You put the man in a headlock and you jump on the stage and take the man award. Did you write the movie? Because she does a lot of producing. Maybe she did all the work behind the scenes, and because this is not just excitement. This was unacceptable. You dirty the man's suit. The men have to stand. The camera picking up his suit. There's makeup all over his clothes. You act like a jittery puppy. This was unacceptable. This was embarrassing. You're already in the room. I need you to understand. You're in the room. Why are you always acting like the talking chosen one? You're already in the door. Is that the assignment? Maybe that's the assignment. Maybe the assignment is to distract, is to be, the life of the party, the jittery one. Maybe that's her assignment. Maybe that's the assignment. Because I don't know where, as a young woman, where you would think this is okay. We're acting like that would be okay. You are a celebrity yourself. You're in the door. You're an adult. You're a mother. You're a parent. You have daughters watching you. This is not a way to act. You're in front of the world stage. That was unacceptable. The world is watching you. I cannot get over. I just want to wipe the man's suit. Like, I don't know why they didn't cut. Maybe it's live. Is it live? Is it live? Because they could have edited the suit. This is embarrassing. They could have edited the suit. Now, Teyana Taylor, I'm usually on your side, but this was unacceptable. This right here was unacceptable. For you to hear this man was called to get an award, he won. You chased the man, you put him.
So I mean, I'm like I said, the man's 55 years old. Um I think she was part of the project. It wasn't like she came out of nowhere. And even if she did, there's plenty of reactions. It was just happened to be her this year, but next year it could be like, someone else. And I've seen people act different in, differently in response to someone winning, to someone losing. Um, I didn't think, to me, this was very tone. I've always wondered, like, oh, okay, like if you're on stage and you're trying to like finagle, like holding the award and doing all the things, like maybe she just thought she was being helpful, like by taking the award. And then there's also another one.
And the Oscar goes to Amy Madigan. And the Oscar goes to...
So, and then people had an issue with this, had an issue with this as well, because like she's literally cheering on someone that won, as if that can't be an expectation to cheer on people when they win, even though you're a part of that like competition. Like, it's just unfathomable that somebody would congratulate someone in a competition. And to the other woman who was like, well, you're in front of the world, you're in you know, you have a daughter. I feel like these are things that we should be emulating, like Black girl joy, you know, being yourself in spaces, and you know, being a good sport. Like, these are things that you want to see in someone, not like some sour puss that's like, oh no, like I didn't win, so I'm not going to like congratulate someone. I think that's so petty. Or like, oh no, I didn't sit in my chair at the Oscars, so I should like just sit here and be proper. Like, you know, it lends to the almost like being a child, like, oh, you should, you know, be seen and not heard. So I don't know. I personally loved her energy. I think we should have more of it. I know that it's a show. And so you don't want too much of it, but I think her energy was just right, personally. Moving on. Here we are watching, if you haven't heard, I'm sorry. If you haven't heard, Druski did a parody on a conservative woman in America. And it speaks for itself. Hold on.
On your feet!
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
Congratulations! Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pup cup. Organic? Yes, everything organic.
First of all, the pup cup, isn't it just like an ice water or something? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? 4, 3, 7. Oh, are you good?
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
Get on your feet!
Okay. I'm sorry. So it was, you know what? I feel like that was it was perfect, to be honest. Like, and some people drew parallels to Erica, and she, and just her demeanor. And but honestly, like, I feel like all conservative, not all, majority of the conservative women that I have seen, I think they take on this demeanor sometimes to come off as serious. And so I think it was spot on, you know, just, it was funny as I don't know what. But I'm not saying that it parallels anybody. I'm just saying that this is what comedy should be, right? Because you're he's bringing more attention to like the issues than the the reactions, I guess. Or like sometimes the attitude doesn't fit like the dynamic that's happening at that time, right? And so like I feel like this has been interesting. And yes, some people have said like, oh, have discussed how Erica has been grieving. And I will say this, I don't take anything away from anyone how they grieve. Like, you grieve how you grieve, right? Some people, they decide that they want to see the world. You know, you never know how people are going to grieve. So I will never say anything about that. But also what she is pushing forward in terms of her ideologies and how she is portraying what she wants the world to see, he's just reflecting that back. Now, I'm not saying that it's Erica exactly, but like, I'm not gonna say it's Erica exactly. If you see Erica, then you see Erica. But if somebody trolled me this hard, I'll say this. If somebody trolled me this hard and put this much thought into it, I'm going to laugh. Like, I know you're like, I don't know why we take ourselves so seriously these days. And I understand there's a lot going on in the world, but like this was like next level. Like, I'm like, this is like, I really want to know like the thought process behind this. It's definitely giving like Next Level, SNL, around like along those lines. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was tastefully done. It wasn't offensive. Um and I know, let me pull up the other video.
I stand by your right to engage. Listen, your shenanigans are not always my flavor, but I stand by your right to engage in such shenanigans. And on this day, young man, you've made me proud, huh? But I come here to say this. This lady said that her designer is on the wings working on something. She's gonna put on blackface. And when she does, I want you to take it to hell. Come here, come here. Is your name Drew? That's why they call you Druski? Whatever she do, you smite the earth with her, because we're going to stand with you on this one, goddammit. You hear me? I mean, really, I mean, from the tip of her toenail to the top of the last hair on her head, wear her out, because she's going to try it. She's going to try it, and then she's going to feign the widow, please don't get her back. Who is that boxer, Javante? That every woman that he speak to, he hit her in the face. I want you. I want.
No, I don't think that she's going to come. I don't think she's going to come back that way, honestly, because I don't think that's her style. I do see her or any other conservative woman being more like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm offended," and just being upset. But if she puts that much work into it, like she really has time between her kids and everything else, or anyone or anything else, I don't know, and the work that she's doing. If she puts that much time into it, she really does have time.
I want you to dig into relentless. Yeah, that's it. Go.
And also, not for nothing, but blackface is definitely different. It is definitely different. Because he's portraying someone that is a character, but then the embodiment of a character, as opposed to like, okay, I'm trying to think of someone. I'm trying to think of examples, I guess. Well, let's watch this. Hold on.
And here's my takeaway. For the first thing that I want to say is that not once in the video did he mention Erica Kirk. But the fact that everybody knew who it was because of her demeanor, because of the things that she did in videos, that says more about her than it does about him, because he just said conservative women. He did not say Erica Kirk. So if you're saying, oh, he's making fun of Erica Kirk, well, you know, that says more about her than it does about him. Secondly, he's spot on, because if you actually look at videos of Erica Kirk, she does do that type of stuff with the eyes and all the other crazy shit. And then lastly, for all the people that saying whiteface, first of all, when Druski does a skit, he goes into a character. Now, if a white person or a person that is not black wants to do a character that is black, they're going to do the typical yo 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 my homeboy. Like, it's going to be very 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 stereotypical. It's going to feel like they're putting everybody, all the black people, into a box. I'm black and I don't talk like yo 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 yo. So he didn't put anybody into a box. Like, he didn't put, it wasn't racist what he was doing. He was making fun of somebody. So if you can tastefully do an impression of somebody without being racist, then it could be acceptable. But if you're gonna, use the typical yo 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 yo, what up my son, bro, like, then we're gonna be like, that's not funny. That's that's not tasteful. So what Druski does is he get into character when he does the character of, the white guy that he did at the NASCAR. That was fun. I think he did one where he was like
Wait, what is he talking about? The white guy? Now, some of his stuff, I think it was Morgan Johnson. We had saw before, who was talking. Like, not all of his stuff. Some of his stuff, I'd be like, you doing too much now, for real. But the that one in particular was funny. It definitely gives me more like the vibes of like Eddie Murphy, and then David Chappelle. That's a good example. David Chappelle, like embodying an individual, or embodying the thought of someone, but it could really apply to anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be Erica. And really, like, that's the part of comedy that I think we're getting beyond. Like, oh, I saw the whole thing with Lion King, and like how a comedian got in trouble because he had he had translated the Lion King song, and now he's being sued for 27 million. I'm like, for what? Like, you guys take yourself so seriously. I don't understand. I understand it's your work and your artistry, but then also, like, I think that, being critiqued, especially when you're a public figure, is, you should want to be critiqued. You should want, like, people to look at it and analyze it. And comedy is a form of analyzing something in the public, right? So I think it's funny. Let me see. I want to pull up this other one he was talking about with Druski. And then people are talking about blackface. So blackface has like a very sordid history. And so when someone is talking about embodying a Black character, I think the way that people go about it should be totally different. Now he was saying about stereotyping like yo, 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 because that is someone, right? Like some people do act like that, but that's not stereotypical for just Black individuals who are Black. So it really just depends on what you're looking at. I think that that was a bad example. Because in that context, it would kind of be very similar to what Druski did. If you're thinking about like, oh, how someone may talk or how somebody walks or like the activities that they're a part of, like, yes, that probably would be something that would fall under there. But the action of blackface, the real action of like painting your face black and pretending to be someone, has a lot of historical contexts that people have to be aware of when they're doing it. Now, when I think about it, like Dave Chappelle, he did something. He did something with the blind. It was a blind KKK member, but he was. I have to look back at that one. I think he was Black and they didn't know he was Black. So that was funny, right? Like, you're not only was it like, okay, this stereotypical person, but it wasn't even the person that you were expecting. That was tastefully done. Like, and I think that Druski is kind of getting to that. I understand why people would say like, oh, this is whiteface. But is it whiteface or is it more like the Waynes where they have white chicks and was that offensive? Like that was comedy at that time and that was the embodiment of like a valley girl. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I personally would not find this offensive. Like if somebody were to do something like that to me, okay, maybe like I don't think I would take it that seriously to be like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe you're doing this to me. But also it depends on how serious you're taking yourself. And I guess it also depends on your position. Like she's trying to be taken seriously as a woman and she's essentially replaced her husband. And so like she's trying to grasp this fine line of being like this leader now, as well as like her old position of being like this. I'm assuming like she was adjacently helping, but like she didn't really have like this much of a spotlight on her. So she's like taking all that in. And yes, she might still be grieving. So like I understand from her point, like that would be a lot, but I'm not gonna lie. Like if I was trolled that hard, I'd be laughing. That's me personally. Anyways, let's move. Oh, I did want to go through the Lion King because I talked about that. So this is the what happened is Learn More, which is a comedian. He translated the Lion King, the famous Lion King song, and so he the translation, it seems simplistic in the translation versus the theatrics of the actual movie, which a this points to romanticizing languages that aren't English, which are beautiful. I think he said that it's actually Zulu. And so, if there should be any reason to learn a language, this is probably one of them, because it's just funny, like when we hear like these songs, and even for me, like sometimes I listen to things, I'm like, oh, I don't know what this says, but it's beautiful. And it's like, I'll ask a friend or something like that, and they're like, Jerica, that's not what you think it is. So, or like I'll like play a song and look for the translation of it, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, don't learn languages should be the first thought here. Because when you see the video, you're like, oh, okay, that's what it means. And it may not be like the direct translation. I'm sure there's like more to it. But it was just funny to me because he's like, it literally means, there's a lion. It is a beautiful song regardless, right? But still. Hold on.
Problem with Lion King. Why?
Oh.
What's up with Lion King? I love.
First of all, you need to shut up.
Yeah,
baby. How you sing it?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Don't mess
That's
up
what
our
you
language
get. You
like that.
Oh wait, I messed it up.
You messed it up.
Oh no! Listen,
do it.
He didn't listen. No, listen to me, because I've watched The Lion King.
Well, do it.
Sing it
Do
again.
it.
Okay. Oh no.
I'm done.
City Gonya.
Are you looking for something?
I don't know. That's just.
Let me tell you something.
Okay. What did I say? What did I say?
You said nothing.
That's Zimbabwe?
That's Zulu. That's South African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So you sing it like, Ingonya Magiti Baba.
You were way off.
Ingonya Ma.
All right. You said, Papa. You made up.
You should sing it when I do it in front of white people. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hold on. Can you do that one more time?
Do that again.
What does it mean?
It means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God!
You're joking. That is not what that means. That is not what that means.
That's exactly what it means.
That's what it means. Look, there's a lion.
Oh my God!
Look, there's a lion. Oh my God!
It's a lion.
This whole time, I thought it was like this beautiful, majestic.
Look here, there's a bull lion.
It's a lion.
Can you believe that? No, we can't. They gonna fall for this bush.
It's gonna eat your black ass right now.
I thought it was.
No, wait. So Godfrey made it worse. He's like, I can't believe they filmed this BS. Like, literally. Regardless, it's still a beautiful song. It is still a majestic song, but guys, wait, sorry. He was like, oh, white people fall for this stuff. It's like, it's not just white people though, because clearly the guy here, he's like, oh my gosh, it's so majestic. Like, this just shows you in the US, we don't take languages other than English into consideration. Anyways, let's go back to it.
was like some, oh, this is spiritual.
Nah, it's a lion over
This
there.
is, yo, look at, it's a lion. There's that thing. Oh my God. Oh, it's hilarious. And you were like this. It's a lion. Can you believe it? Dog. And they have made billions off that shit.
Billions off that.
You just shut all of the Lion King's gonna call you. Hey, can we talk to you and learn more? Because you obviously don't learn enough. You got to keep your goddamn mouth shut. We think it's a spiritual thing. What about Hakuna Matata?
Hakuna Matata. No, there's no place like home. That's Swahili.
That's Swahili.
Okay,
that's Swahili.
Yeah.
So it's two different languages then.
No, that's a different language from a different Africa, you know.
Oh, wow.
So my problem with The Lion King is this.
Yeah.
You know, you watch the movie, you're like, and in Tarzan too, it's like, you watch the movie, the lions had American accents in Africa, right?
Oh, in Africa. James Earl Jones. Yeah, that's right.
And then you had the monkey with the accent.
Yo, that's heavy. Rafiki knows the way.
Yeah, you're like, why is the monkey with the accent?
That's hilarious. That's a good observation.
Wow. Yeah,
I never thought about the monkey got the accent.
Now, the only one that I really that I appreciate though, what they did was they give, you know, what's the villain? Scar. A British accent.
That was fantastic.
That sounds very familiar.
That's good. He wanted to take
Yes,
wanted to take over.
Makes so much sense.
Oh my goodness, that makes sense. There's another guy did a joke about. He's like, yo, Disney they're assholes, man. Lion King, kid loses his father. We can't have no daddy.
Bro,
we gotta have. He's like, you don't have a father. Man. Oh, it's so good.
And Tarzan, bro. Tarzan is a white guy that went to Africa, right? Yeah. And then now the monkeys are going to teach you our language. So he speaks to the monkeys. What about the people that live there? So you mean all these black people that live in that, they don't know how to speak? Why the white guy?
Facts. I never liked Tarzan. Out of here. White dude from nowhere with long hair.
Yeah, with long hair. It's like talking to the monkeys.
Africa. Yeah. I mean, enough of this bullshit. Wow. Nobody's Tarzan. I'm still thrown off by the Lion King means just look at the lion. All of that.
Yeah.
Can you do that one more time? Because I thought you don't have to teach me how to do it because
the Lion King.
So yeah. So like again, that brings me back to my point, us romanticizing, and this is the United States in general. Us romanticizing and also degrading others outside of the US that don't speak English. Like we appreciate the culture without appreciating the person. And we romanticize it so much that we don't even try and understand it. We just like go with it like, oh, that's so angelic. That's so beautiful. Yeah. So anyways, learn more. Clearly, like from this conversation, they go on a tirade about this. But then, like, because of this, Label M, he is suing for $27 million. And some people said it was Disney, but I think it's Label M that's suing. So yeah, I don't think it's warranted for it to be $27 million to do that, like because of this one thing. I don't think that's like necessary. It's not that serious, but apparently to them it is. Again, it points back to satire and like looking at artistic renditions of what people want to put out into the world, and it is up for interpretation. That's the reality of it. Why are we taking it so serious to try and sue someone? Are you really putting that much money into like suing someone? Is it really that serious? Like, it's grabbing people's attention. I'm sure he's making money on the back end of this because like now people are like listening to his music. So like, if anything, like looking him up, So like, if anything, like I would be like, oh, okay, it is what it is. Like, I think people take things entirely too serious. And maybe if I was maybe I would be in a different position. It was just like these 3 things that happened these last couple of weeks, and I was just like thinking about it, and I was like, is it that serious, guys? Is it really? So let me see, what did they... So this is like a quick snapshot from Afro Trending about like the back and forth.
That's Swahili. Okay, that's Swahili.
Yeah.
So it's 2 different languages then.
Family. It's rather painful to see an ignorant artist wannabe comedian promote ignorance and it becomes so globally powerful. I did try to engage this young man. He was so arrogant. He basically said to me, I've been doing this for 8 years and just so you know, heads up, I'm going to continue doing this. That basically means he has realized that selling ignorance and stupidity is more commercially viable than fixing or protecting and respecting heritage culture.
The video you just watched is a response that South African legend Lebo M gave to Zimbabwean comedian Learn More Jonasi after his appearance on the 154 Africa podcast, where he gave a joking, literal style explanation of the famous Lion King opening chant, Nantingonyama. Now, we all grew up watching The Lion King and definitely felt the strength and power in that song each time the Lion King movie started. And I'm sure somewhere in our minds, even though we did not understand what the words meant, we believed it must be referring to something great and royal. Well, that belief was somehow crushed when Zimbabwean comedian Josie revealed a simplistic interpretation of what the words behind the song Nantingonyama meant. In the now viral clip, Josie said that the words meant, "Look, there is a lion. Oh my God." Many people were left in shock at this revelation, and this caused the video to instantly go viral.
That's Zimbabwe? That's Zulu. That's South African.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
Do it.
So you sing it like, Nantingonyama magiti baba. You.
I just want to know which one it is. I think it's kind of both, like, because they're just talking about the beginning part of it. I think he's just talking about the beginning part of it. Now Godfrey did kind of add some his own commentary. Oh, so he got served while he was doing a comedy show. Learn more. Hold on. And then Godfrey commented,
"Oh yes, it's a lion."
Now, you know this whole Lion King thing, the interpretation of that, right? So I happened to find a video of Seth Rogen and Billy, Billy on the street? I think it's Billy Eichner. So they're discussing the Lion King and what that song means.
"Here comes a lion. Oh yes, it's a lion. We're going to conquer a lion."
We're going to conquer a lion.
Yeah.
So they did it before us. So they're saying the same thing. Look, it's a lion, Father. It's a lion. Oh my, so it's white people saying that it's just a lion. Same thing. And this is years before we did it. And then Seth Rogen sings the song like I did.
Here comes a lion.
That was
it's a lion.
Really dumb, actually.
Did we mention it's a lion?
He goes, look, it's a lion. You know what I mean? So why isn't he saying some about that? You never said, and this is years back. So wow. So I don't know about that $27 million lawsuit. That's some bull. That's ridiculous. Because you interpret something, you're suing for $27 million. So you guys, please watch this video. You let me know if this dude is being ridiculous. Look, it's a lion. Oh my God. So Learn More, who's the Zimbabwean comedian, he's the America's Got Talent champ.
So I think I think it's interesting. I think it's going to be dropped at some point. Unless he can prove defamation or he can prove like that his work was hurt by this, it's probably not going to stand up in court. It could be just like a publicity thing too. But either way, like I do understand, you know, Lebo M looks like he's old school, so I do understand like he probably is thinking, dude, I tried to come to you. And who knows what he came to him with, like maybe like, oh, it's like history, blah blah, but I think it was, I see both sides. That's just me though. Like I said, we should be learning languages in this day and age. And then also your work is up for interpretation from other artists. That is just the way of the world. Anyways, that's it, guys. My hair's done. Talk to you later. Bye.